This is the College Investor Audio Show. We're so glad you're hanging out with us today as we take a look at student loan delinquencies. Oh boy, hitting a new high as borrowers face fresh uncertainty. We're going to talk about it today, but first, anytime we discuss a topic on the podcast, you can always see an article associated with it where there are all kinds of resources and ways you can dive deeper into the topic at thecollegeinvestor.com. Just type in the words of the podcast or the title of the podcast, I should say, into the search bar, and you're going to find the article associated with it. You can also ask questions, get to know us. We'd love to help you along wherever you are in your money journey at The College Investor. Search for those words, and you'll find us on social media. Okay, so the vast majority of student loans in the United States remain effectively paused, and delinquency rates are climbing up again, according to some new data from the nonpartisan California Policy Lab. You can find that PDF file inside this article. The analysis released Wednesday, and it's actually based on credit bureau records through the third quarter of 2025, offers one of the clearest pictures yet of a repayment system strained by policy whiplash, legal uncertainty, and the lingering effects of the pandemic-era payment pause. There's a lot of stuff going on here. CPL finds that only 33% of outstanding student loans are being repaid on time, the lowest on-time repayment rate in 20 years outside of the formal pandemic pause. The rest are in deferment, forbearance, delinquency, or on an income-driven repayment plan, which requires no payment. Not really a repayment if there's no payment, right? I don't know. It always confuses me. The share of loans in deferment or forbearance alone has more than doubled since mid-2023 and now accounts for 49% of all loans. Almost half are in deferment or forbearance. Crazy. Payment pause that created the chaos. Let's just talk about this for a second. The rising non-payment rates reflect the unusual circumstances of the last 5 years. Federal student loan repayment was paused for 3 years, 2020 to 2023, followed by a year-long on-ramp during which late payments were not even reported to credit bureaus. And then once that grace period ended in late 2024, delinquency, of course, surged. So by mid-2025, 1 in 7 borrowers was at least 30 days late, the highest ever in the data that CPL tracks. Although delinquency ticked down a little bit in the third quarter, the shift came largely because many borrowers moved into deferment or forbearance rather than resuming payments. Half of those exiting delinquency didn't return to on-time repayment. The recent spike in administrative forbearances is closely tied to ongoing court challenges to the Biden administration's former SAVE repayment plan. Those legal disputes have effectively pushed millions of accounts into temporary non-payment status until the courts figure out what's going on and reach a final decision. So as the CPL notes, that means that many borrowers still have not faced a true repayment requirement yet. End of SAVE will restart payments for over 7 million borrowers. Okay, there's this proposed settlement that was announced recently, I should say, whenever you're listening to this, by the U.S. Department of Education, which could dramatically alter the trajectory of the repayment system. Under the terms of the settlement, 7.7 million borrowers enrolled in SAVE who have not made payments since 2020 would be required to pick that back up again. If these borrowers become delinquent at the same rate as current payers, nearly 2 million additional borrowers could quickly fall behind. That's what the CPL is estimating. So that shift would come at a time when many households are already contending with higher living, rising credit card balances, tighter budgets, etc. So the CPL warns that the financial strain could ripple outward, affecting families' ability to save, pay rent, or maintain good standing on other debts. Longer repayment is becoming the norm. Beyond the immediate delinquency concerns, CPL's analysis highlights a broader trend. Borrowers are repaying loans over much longer periods of time. The average age of a borrower's oldest open student loan has climbed from 6.5 years in 2015 to 8.9 years in 2025, 36% increase. The share of borrowers repaying loans for more than 10 years has doubled over the same period. Repayment stretches of more than 20 years, which was very rare at one time, are now 5 times more common. Much of this shift stems from the growing use of income-driven repayment plans, which typically last 20 to 25 years and require lower monthly payments, which is nice in the short term, but terrible in the long term. Looking ahead, the new RAP, or Repayment Assistance Plan, is a 30-year loan. It's like a mortgage. Longer timelines may ease the short-term budget pressure, but man, the milestones of home buying, saving, and family formation are all delayed. Here's what this means for borrowers now. The combination of high non-payment rates, looming restarts, and stretched repayment timelines suggests a volatile year ahead for borrowers. A lot of households may experience financial pressure not only from resumed student loan bills, but also from rising costs generally, including housing, transportation, and food, etc. So those who entered administrative forbearance because of legal disputes may not be required, or prepared rather, to resume payments. So borrowers struggling to restart repayment may need to explore income-driven options like RAP, of course, though those programs themselves are in transition. And the last thing that we will say, and this is very important to understand, the income-driven programs may not be ideal. They are significantly better than defaulting on your student loans in the long run. That is our show for today. If you want to dive deeper into all things student loans and Department of Education and court decisions and PDF files and all that kind of stuff, you can see this article at thecollegeinvestor.com. You can also ask us questions because I know it's confusing. Follow us and like us and all the things. We'd love to get to know you. Just search for us, The College Investor, on social media, and you're going to find us. Thanks again for stopping by today, and we'll talk to you again real soon.